What's up? What's up? This is Uncle REG in the house on a Sunday. Yes, yes. What's going on, folks? What's going on, folks? Yeah, I'm kind of moving a little late today, but it's gonna be a late show. It's gonna be a late show today, just because a lot of people are having trouble with the internet going down. Mine went down when I got back. Just when I was getting ready to prepare to get on, it went down. Just when I got back, I was gone most of the morning. I had to take care of some business, get some groceries and stuff and all that. It was the first, second, I had to get that. I got some beer. I could use some more beer. I mean, like I said, support the channel. I could use a little bit more beer, but we're gonna drink today. I got some Bud Ice. I don't like this, but it was on sale, man. You gotta catch shit on sale. I had some good beer the other day, courtesy of Eric Red. Appreciate that. Man, but yeah, man, it was hot, man. It was hot. Hot. Like 108 or something. It was 99 here, but it's probably feel like it's 105 or something. Like I said, you got a lot of people in that going down because of the heat and stuff. and it went down, but it's back up. That's why I would have been on sooner, but because of that, shit went down, man. Shit, you can't do nothing about that. But at least I'm back on to give y'all a show. So support the channel. Hit Cash App, Super Chat. We on this channel here. We're not only streaming one channel today. On Sunday I'm gonna stream on this channel, basically the main show. So that's the Uncle REG's Daily News. So you can become a member, or you can give me a gift, or Cash App, or Super Chat, whatever you want to do. But give me a like, give me a sub. I can use that. Give me a view too. Tell people about that, because we're gonna talk about some stuff today, man. Most people, I don't know what's gonna happen with this war. So before I get started, I want to talk about the war, a little bit of the war. Apparently Trump was supposed to have this massive big attack this weekend, but he called it off because he knew that it was going to be too much. He does this. He tried to have this attack or do this, say this, do attack, hoping that the other side to give up. That's not happening with Rant. I don't know. He maybe don't know how to. This is war, apparently. So they call him Taco again. He's chicken out again. But people are getting tired of that. It's like calling Wolf all the time. The boy who cried wolf. That's what it's like all the. It's just you gotta, if you're gonna attack. The economy go down. Economy gonna go down. That's as simple as that. You put yourself into this war. You shouldn't have did it in the first place. You thought it was gonna be whoever told you that shit, which probably was Israel. They just wanted you to commit to the war. They figured if you get in, you can't get out. That's what they thought. But apparently, now a lot of stuff is starting to happen behind the scenes and stuff. This time, if Trump would attack, he wanted to track all these infrastructures, these power infrastructures, and if he did that, that would have been considered a war crime. They have a chance to get him out of office. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do this war crime shit, And then I'm hearing that, if they would have did it, I guess Iran or some countries, I guess Saudi Arabia was gonna, because if he did that, Iran was gonna attack Saudi Arabia and all the other neighboring Arab countries' power structures. Power and water structures. And I think Saudi Arabia said that, hey man, if you do that, we're gonna sell some U.S. Treasury notes. We're gonna sell some Treasury notes, baby, and we're gonna sell all of them. So you gonna make us? We don't have no money. We gotta get the money back somehow. And then I'm hearing, I don't know, this might be AI, but apparently Trump, in this attack, he wanted to use a nuke or some shit, And maybe on Pickaxe Mountain or something like that, and try to figure he could end the war like in World War II, and Eisenhower and all that bullshit, trying to go down to the greatest president alive. They just give up. This ain't the Japanese, man. You fighting different wars are fought different now. I don't know what he's doing. General said, hell no. General said, hell no. You can't do that. You got to have a reason, That's why we got these safeguards there. One person cannot have control of the nuclear codes. There has to be a reason why. So I don't know what's going to happen. They might just send troops on the ground. If that is, the draft is gonna come, and people's gonna be protesting out in the street. You ain't gonna win this war through bombing. Matter of fact, the United States is out of munitions, and now you hear Ukraine is begging for interceptors, which the United States don't have. They actually told them to go fuck off. That's why he didn't want to have a closed meeting, because they running out of weapons. They can't give weapons to Israel. Israel paid money. They can't do it. They don't have it. They don't have enough to protect their own. We don't have enough to protect our own selves. Our own battleship carrier group. They saying that the destroyers are low on weapons. Everybody is low on weapons, on munitions. So now Trump came out here and started saying that, Rand want to make a deal. Rand again, trying to stop the war. It ain't gonna work. I don't know if it worked or not. Let's see. Wall Street don't care, it went down because they said he wanted. It went down a little bit. Gas went down. Oil went down a little bit. But Brent is up. Well, actually, it's like Texas. They say it went down, but as a crude, okay. But what's it called? They're not buying it, and the crude still set at 90. So, no, his bluffing is not going to work. This taco shit he's doing is not going to work. He's in the hole, man. He's in the hole. The only way he can get out and just say that you lost the war and get out now while you can. Get out while you can. But Israel is very, very mad. They don't know what to do. Because if you ain't got the weapons to fight, to keep fighting, I ain't got enough weapons to give you if you need some. Where Israel gonna get their weapons from? Ain't nobody gonna sell them weapons. And they said that if they did attack this time, what would happen? Israel will be completely vulnerable. So that means there's going to be some serious damage to them. But Netanyahu don't care. They got some alternative plan where they're going to come out the victors in this. I don't see how unless they use a nuke. That's the one thing you got to worry about. United States, we got safeguards of this giving Trump power to use a nuke. But Israel, shit, they down with it. That's the problem. Yeah, so, hey man, I don't know where it's going to go, but I still think that they're going to attack. But right now, they postpone the attack, hoping that they can have some negotiations. It ain't going to be no negotiations. Ain't going to be no negotiations. Iran didn't say anything about it. See, the Trump line again. It's just, Trump always chicken out. It's this taco shit. So, let's get into what we got to talk about. That's one thing I wanted to talk about. Now, I want to talk about something that I saw. I didn't know this existed, but apparently, you know about the King James Bible if you're a Christian. I was a Christian. I'm not a Christian no more. But if you're a Christian, you need to be really, really worried about this shit, dog. You need to really, really worry about this. They have a Queen James version out. A Queen James version out. You got the pic on the screen showing. You want to look at it. While it's scrolling. Queen James version. This is with the cross, with rainbow cross on it. That's right. Queen James version of the Bible. And it seems like this Bible is for anybody that's LGBTQ, modern folks out there, rainbow community and others, trans community, whatever. it's like they pushing homosexual, excuse me, pushing homosexual as not as a sin, but the action of, you could say, assault, sexual assault, rape is a sin. The one thing that was crazy is that they was talking about you can't have sex in a temple of Molech. They changed. I'm gonna play the video. This girl broke it down and stuff. Yeah, man, this is some wild shit, man. This is some wild shit. I never seen no shit like this before. You know, Queen James Bible. So if you're a Christian out there, you should be really going like, God damn, what the fuck? The hell's going on here? Okay, let me go ahead and we're gonna play this video. This young sister, she broke it down. So we're gonna get right with it. Get right to it.
Today I'll be reviewing the Queen James Bible. So if you see me looking down, I'm just reading my notes. I personally think that the cover is cute. It's all white, which makes the rainbow stand out. Let's see some differences between the Queen James Version and the original King James Version. In the book of Genesis, we learn of two sinful cities. They were called Sodom and Gomorrah. Because of how evil they were, God decided to destroy them. Now Abraham, a righteous servant of the Lord, had a nephew named Lot who lived in one of the cities. Because Abraham loved Lot, he decided to spare Lot. So two angels were sent on a rescue mission for Lot and his family.
Yeah.
The men of the town saw the two angels disguised as men. They were basically undercover and wanted to rape them. Let's compare the verse. So I'm going to read Genesis 19:5 from the King James Bible. And it says, And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. In the King James Bible, the phrase to know them means to be intimate with someone.
Yeah, that's true.
It means to have, to...
Now, they still play the old, history of the Bible, version of the Bible. There's different versions out there, but the version I like was, what was the one? I forgot who it was. That new version where you actually saw the devil and stuff like that. That was the 2000 some version. But I'm talking about the version back when I was coming up. I was like in the 80s or something. That was a good version. That was a good version and stuff. I forgot who the actors that played in it, man. Shit. But anyway, let's go.
Sleep with someone. The Queen James Bible says, And they called out unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out, that we may rape and humiliate them. Now, it doesn't sound so different. It's a subtle change, but it's why it was changed. The editor wanted to put emphasis on his or her belief that the homosexual act wasn't a sin, but...
See, there he goes. That's a subtle change. That's what they do in the subtle change. They don't want to view the homosexual act as a sin, but just the act of rape is a sin. You get it?
But it was the rape that was the sin. Yes, rape is wrong, but homosexuality is a sin as well. They are two separate sins, but in this instance, the abusive men of the city were guilty of both. They were guilty of rape and they were guilty of committing a homosexual act. Let's look at the other verse. Leviticus 18:22 in the King James Version says, Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination.
Now that's in the Bible. They've been trying to take that out for the longest. These LGBTQ types have been trying to take this shit out. You mention that to them, they have a hissy fit over it and stuff. Say, you gay, you don't like gay, you gay bashing and all this stuff. Just because of this, you read this from Leviticus 18:22 out of the King James Bible. But anyway, let's go.
Leviticus 18:22 in the Queen James Version says, Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind in the temple of Molech. It is an abomination.
Okay. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as womankind in the temple of Molech. Okay, who is Molech? temple. You can't lie down. That's Molech don't allow you to lie down with the same sex in his temple. But outside the temple, you can do anything you want. This is some wild shit. No. Wait a minute. Let me get over here. I want to pull something up. Let me get back over here real quick. Before we continue, I gotta look on something because it's gonna pop up. Now, if you don't know who Molech is an ancient Canaanite and biblical deity famously associated with child sacrifice. A powerful literary metaphor, destructive systems, game theory concept, coordinated failure. This is what this person is. Now, I had a video about who Molech is. That's what Molech is. It gives you power, give you status, but you gotta sacrifice kids. They saying that Molech don't want you sacrificing, don't want you to be doing same sex in his temple. You're supposed to sacrifice kids there. This is insane. That's who Molech is. That's who Molech is, folks. Let's continue.
Again, the Queen James Version's intent is to take away the sin from the homosexual act. Homosexuality is only a sin if you do it in the temple of Molech. Basically, a man can sleep with another man as long as he doesn't do it as pagan worship. The editor completely
told you can sleep with a man as long as you do pagan worship. But Molech apparently don't want you to do it in the temple because he know that it's going against the laws of the universe, basically. This is wild, man. This is wild. But let's go.
Added in their own opinion as God's word. This is an abomination. We cannot twist what we do not like to fit our agenda. This is further emphasized in Leviticus 20:13. So let's look what the King James Version says in Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Queen James Version says, if
now, this is the old. Remember, this is the Old Testament, way back. This is what they did to people who had sex with each other back then. But it was a pagan. But pagans did this all the time. You can understand it. But anyway, let's go.
If a man also lie with mankind in the temple of Molech, as he lies with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood is upon them. Again, Queen James Bible, it emphasizes.
Here we go. If a man is lied with mankind in the temple of Molech, he lied with a woman, and both of them have committed an abomination. They should really be put to death. If they go in a temple, you can't defile a temple. Apparently, Molech is only want that for sacrificing kids, which is insanity. Which is even worse. I don't know what's worse. I mean, shit. If it ain't with me, I think the kids will have to work. His is worse. Gee, you blocked again. No, apparently you on here. Hold on. Let me get you a wrench. Okay, let's see. Green. Hold on, let me get to you, Rant. Where you at? There you go, Spirit. You don't even get to worry about it this time. You cool. You won't lose your wrench again. That's it. You're here to stay. Alright? That's it. Okay, let me get on back over here. Let the video play. Alright. Let me get on back over here. This is crazy, man. I didn't know this Bible even existed, man, to tell you the truth.
Besides that the sin is in using sex as pagan worship, not the homosexual act itself. They completely made this up. Temple of Molech is not mentioned in the original Hebrew text in this verse. Let's also analyze the differences between Romans chapter 1 verses 26 through 27. The King James Version reads, "For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of women, burned in their lust on toward one another. Men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meant." Queen James Version says, "Their women did change their natural use unto that which is against nature, and likewise also the men left of the natural use of the women, burned in ritual lust and toward another. Men with men, working that which is pagan and unseemly. For this cause God gave the idolaters up unto vile affections, receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat." Queen James Version wants to convince you that it wasn't the homosexual lust that was the sin, but rather the ritual lust that is the sin. Queen James Version is twisting scripture to fit their narrative. You can't avoid the Bible being offensive because they don't want the Bible to offend the LGBTQ plus community.
That's what it is. They changed it so this wouldn't offend. That's why they made their own Bible. They have their own Bible. Is that sacrilege in itself, just having your own Bible and changing certain passages? Didn't the Bible, the original Bible, say that you can't be changing what was written down in the Bible? You're going to be cursed if you do so, especially with books like Revelation and stuff like that. Daniel, you changing shit. He's supposed to be cursed with all the plagues that's in this Bible. I'm saying in the Bible in Revelation. I'm just saying. This is why. Now this is if y'all are a Christian. If you're not a Christian, then this don't matter to you. But if you're a Christian, you should be very, very, very worried. They're trying to upset you guys, straight up and down. This is wild. But anyway, let's go. Almost finished.
They changed these verses. The Bible is offensive because the truth convicts. If you feel offended reading the Bible, that's a good sign. It means you feel convicted. Conviction is the first step to transformation. Thank you for watching our channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Okay, that's it on that. I'm gonna get on to the next thing. I'm saving Nolan Wells till later. What we gotta talk about is Keefe D. Apparently Keefe D is about to be on trial for the murder of Tupac. Now he coming out saying that all the stuff he said was false. I didn't mean that. I just did it for money. It wasn't true. Brad paid me all this money for the interview, and I only did the interview because he paid me $100,000. So, because they was gonna hit him with 25 to life. He's already my age, 60, so he won't make it. I don't think he's gonna make it anyway. He's already got in a fight, so he's never getting out A couple fights in there. So he denounced being a gang member. He did all this stuff, man. I mean, I'm going like, God damn. Keefe D just made a 160-degree turn. Straight up and down. Made a 160-degree motherfucking turn. Damn fly in here. All right, so folks, let's go ahead and look at this Keefe D video. So Keefe D is trying to get out of this. He probably turned state evidence and stuff. Whatever he got to do to get out of 25 years, he's gonna do it. You know, but he threw Vlad under the bus, man, off of this, man. He said Vlad paid all this money, and I said all this stuff. So Vlad got an interview on there that's straight bogus now. This is crazy, folks. But hold on real quick. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and let's play this video, man. Let's go.
Vegas history. A sit-down interview with the man accused in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis speaking with investigator Vanessa Murphy. A quick note, our team was not allowed to put a microphone on Davis due to security. That's why we've included subtitles.
Uh-oh.
The trial surrounding the murder of rap legend Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago is just days away.
Now, some people be joking, saying I look like Keefe D and stuff. I was like, oh, come on, man. Really, man. Come on, man. Stop it. I don't want to look like that fool. You know, we both got bald heads and stuff, but I don't look like this nigga. You know. Jeez, come on, man. Y'all get the like, sub, give me a like, whatever, give me a sub. You know, I appreciate it. You know, some support. I appreciate it. Let's go.
We were given the rare opportunity to sit down with the man at the center of it all, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, face to face while he waits here in jail.
Did you have anything to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I wasn't even in the matter. I wasn't in the matter, period.
Do you regret the book and the interview?
Yeah, I was just after the money, and they said I was covered. I did it for the money.
Listen to this nigga. This nigga said he didn't write the book. He did it for the money. He did it for the money. This motherfucker changed. What happened? Remember, he got on Vlad TV, said all this bullshit. That he was responsible, this and that. Man, Vlad got to say something about this. He got to.
You know what I'm saying? And,
But did anyone tell you maybe it's not a good idea to do that because they might arrest you after they hear you say that or read it in your book?
Now, he got like 2 guards there now. That dude is still dangerous. You know, remember, he had to protect himself, and he got in like 4 or 5 fights in prison. So, you know, he ain't no slouch. You know, you may see that belly and stuff there, but he'll get off in your ass. You know, for real though. But anyway, let's go.
Like, did anyone close to you say, not a good idea?
That was a ghostwriters did it. I didn't write that book. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about no Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra. Just read the book. You know I didn't write that book.
Damn. didn't know nothing. He don't want to be stuck with the murder. He don't want to be known in history and stuck for killing Tupac. This is why he's doing this. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Shit. Hell no. Someone like Tupac? Everybody loved Tupac. For real though. And when he died, man, everybody felt that shit. For real though. I felt that shit. I don't usually feel shit like that for certain people. But Tupac, I was like, God, I was like, damn, I had to stop, man. I was like, oh, man. So if I felt like that, I know other motherfuckers was crying out here, man. For real, though. But anyway, let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? And the black thing, the lady, she gave me $150,000.
But then when I was watching the interview this week, and the way you sort of go through it by play, like then this happened, it's very believable.
They wrote me a script to follow. My lawyer came with the script. It seemed like he was in bed with them the whole time.
When you were talking...
Oh, he said the lawyer, they wrote a script. So Vlad gonna have to say something about this, man. Vlad gonna have to say something like this. So he insinuating Vlad came up with the whole entire story. Him and his team and his lawyer. Say this, keep it gonna we get views. I pay you this amount of money, but you got to say this and that you knew this about Tupac, that. He saying he wasn't even Nevada. Man, I don't know, man. This might be a shot at Vlad, credibility out here. For real. He do this just to get the buck, get the big views, and he got a lot of views off the Keefe D. I know he made $1 million off the Keefe D. If he paid him $150K, I know he made at least $1 million off of that shit. Off of AdSense, stuff like that, other views, whatever, membership. Hell yeah. Let's go.
In this interview about Tupac's murder, and when you were doing this book, were you considering maybe his family at all?
No, I just did it for the money. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to feed my family. You know what I'm saying?
He did it for the family. He just feeds them. And goddamn, man.
It's wrong. It's just wrong. I'm an innocent man. And they said, yeah, crib. I haven't been around that stuff since like 89. I stopped that stuff, pulled up my pants. I'm not no leader or no Crips or none of that stuff.
So he's denying him even being a Crip. He said he stopped that shit back in 89. That's when I was in college. That's in the 80s. He said he stopped cripping back in the 80s. He said. He's denying him now. He said he's throwing him under the bus. He's saying, fuck that. I ain't no Crip. I ain't no gang leader. Fuck all that. That's bullshit. So we have to talk to Vlad about this. Vlad is an agent doing anything to get the views. That's why he interviewed Charles. Now you see why he interviewed Charleston White. I know him crash out. Knowing he's crashing out. Knowing that this nigga on some bullshit. Motherfucker ain't trying to help no black people. Vlad never was trying to help y'all black people. He make money off y'all niggas. He make money off y'all niggas. Straight up and down. I can make millions. Pay these niggas these little chump change, and then I'll make millions off of these niggas. You know the same thing with Charleston White. Charleston White was, he go. Oh, Vlad gonna make a lot of money off of Charleston White, man. Once this motherfucker really crash out, implode like a fucking submarine. Oh yeah, it's gonna be wild. But y'all still fuck with Vlad. Anyway, let's go.
That's wrong. They just try to make their case look good or something. He's a leader of the Crips. He's way up there in the Crips. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
There's no color line. I'm messing with Bloods, Crips, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was just one of the leader of the Crips.
Damn.
I helped him like get that record company together. You know what I'm saying? And why would I kill the guy that's making us the most money? You know what I'm saying?
See, he said he was with Suge trying to get the company up and running. Let's play that again. Let's play that part again.
Kill the guy that's the leader of the Crips. I helped him like get that record company together. You know what I'm saying? And why would I kill the guy that's making us the most money?
Yep, he was.
You know what I'm saying? He was the best rapper back then. Why would I kill our money like that? It don't make sense. She'll not gonna tell you that I didn't do it. So.
Has the DA's office offered you any plea deals, and would you consider a plea deal?
I'm not gonna take no plea deal because I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 63, I had a cancer battle, and I got 3 stents to my heart.
He's on his way out, man. He had cancer, 3 stents in his heart. That means that this nigga is not trying to fix his diet and anything like that. Doctor telling me you can't eat this, you can't do this. You gotta exercise, you gotta take care of your health, you gotta keep your appointments. He don't do none of that shit. He's fucked up.
And the average American lives to like 74 years old. 10 years, I'm dead. So what I don't like taking him to jail. You know what I'm saying? I heard it was like something from 10 to 25. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take a deal like that. And I have, especially after I haven't done nothing. I'm an innocent man.
How concerned are you that you'll be convicted after this trial and you won't get to spend your final years with your family?
Yeah, I think the Ninth Circuit Court is gonna let me go.
Uh-oh.
I think they're gonna let me go because it's not right. I'm gonna be all right though, because God upstairs, he got me. And he know I am this.
He's saying the Ninth Circuit Court is gonna let him go. What does he know that we don't know? What does Keefe D know that we don't know? God damn. God damn.
Yeah, and I hate I put my family in jeopardy like this. So that's one regret I have.
Jury selection is scheduled for August 10th. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Davis.
Now, I'm gonna definitely cover this trial. You know that already. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask, nigga. I'm definitely gonna cover this goddamn trial. Yes. I'm definitely gonna cover this shit. Let me see. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, I forgot to put her picture up here. I want to see if I can put her picture in there real quick. Hold on, folks. let me see if I can throw those pictures in there on my. Where we at? Okay. Throw those pictures up on my image slide. Okay. Brittany Griner, we're gonna talk about her right now. Brittany Griner. Apparently she's getting divorced. You know, she's the one that got thrown in a Russian prison when she was, I guess she was in Russia playing for a game, and she got thrown, she got caught up. She had some weed on her. They threw her to jail, and that was when Russia and the United States, it was a Biden administration, they had problems. So they threw her in jail for weed charges, and they don't tolerate that. And her bringing, and she had it in a, I guess, a vapor thing or whatever and stuff. And yeah, it was the president. They had to get her out. They had to get her out. They got her out. It was like a national thing and stuff. They used it as a national thing to get her out. So they got her out. Her wife was actually doing everything she can. Well, the girlfriend at the time, doing everything she can to get her out. They got her out. She came back home. She got married. Now, Brittany Griner is filed for divorce. Filed for divorce. Because they've been together for a minute, you know, but they filed for divorce, and you know they want joint custody of the kid and stuff, and you know, they got a 2-year-old boy. I guess they adopted, you know, or one of them got pregnant by some unknown sperm from some man, because she can't produce sperm. Yeah, so she got divorced. Man, she got divorced. These WNBA players are just like the just like the NBA players. They got problems with keeping a motherfucking wife. Now, she's still in the league. So, you know, now she probably going to pay spousal support and whatever. And, you know, and she's trying to get out of, I think that's what they're joint custody, because she don't want to pay no full child support custody, you know. Now she know what it is to be a man. Faking like a man. But now you're going to find out what we men go through when we have to pay child support. Trapped up. That woman sent on her ass off of your salary. 18 years, or maybe you might as well say 23 years. 25 years, fuck. You're gonna pay. Look at Russell Simmons. He had to pay way after 18 years. They put that shit in the stipulation in the contract. Oh, you gotta pay, you know, you gotta make sure she go to college, pay for that. And that's why Russell Simmons was acting the way he was acting. After all that shit was finished, and Russell Simmons got in his trouble and stuff and with the Valley, I said, hey, I can't do nothing for you. I can't take care of these grown women no more. You know, shit. I mean, shit. You guys, you should have took out your mother. Find a rich guy and get married to a motherfucker. You should have got married by it already. Your mother Kimora was married at 18, 19. Find a nigga like that. But things are different now. Guys is much more aware of their situation and surroundings. They're not gonna go down like that. And it's kind of hard to find somebody that got hundreds of millions of dollars that's going to take care of you. Because they got options. No, this is no. I'm not a Christian. No. I'm a spiritual person. Sorry, brother. I'm not no Christian. You got the wrong channel here. Hold on, real quick. All right, I'm back now. Let me see what you said. Only idiot would use taco. Think about it. Only an idiot would use taco. Well, that's what they call taco. Trump. So I guess Trump is an idiot. All right, let's go. But anyway, she's getting divorced. So these sports players always is in court off of divorce, child support, or some other shit. Being accused of something. It's almost like clockwork. And the women is no more different than the men. Doesn't matter if they're LGBTQ or not. both women that play sports, men play, they're a target, especially if they're making big money. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So now let's get on to I gotta talk about Roland Martin. Roland Martin. A lot of people do not like him. I don't like him. But he's exposed because apparently he there's a video out, pics out of him cheating on his wife. I didn't know he was married. I didn't know this nigga was even married. Let's see. Roland Martin. Before I go, let me see. Roland Martin. Okay, he's married. I didn't know he was married since 2001. Okay, I know he was married. But apparently he's been cheating on his wife with some broad that is came out, exposed him. They got him in a bed. Pictures of him in the bed rolling with his roly-poly ass. Getting greased down like a beach whale and shit. Some uncompromising positions. All that shit you've been talking about. The Black Republicans, all that shit you talk about, people who disagree with Kamala Harris, all that shit you talk about, the FBA cursing us out, all this stuff. Now you in the hot seat now. Now, this is coming from Tasha K. Tasha K, apparently she got the info. She got it. Got all the goods on this nigga. She gonna come out with it on Monday. We gonna play the video. I'm gonna play the video from the part where she started talking about Roland Martin. Because, you know, she said something about her stuff, about her teeth and stuff. And, he had to get some veneers and all this shit. I don't think y'all want to hear about that. Y'all want to get to the tea. Y'all want to get to the motherfucking tea. So we're going to play this right now and see what she say about it.
Every damn thing, okay? But happy Saturday. I got some PSA. Okay, so it's going down in real time with Roland Martin, all right? And we're going to unwind everything on Monday. You know me, lawyers can do what lawyers do. I don't give a damn, okay? You have a platform. You talk about people. You expose people in your way, Roland. You know, you have your own thing, okay? And so yeah. I always...
Yeah, that's what people got to understand. Some people don't like it. You know, that's one thing I have a problem with Star and stuff, you know. You go on your platform, you talk about a lot of people, but then when it comes time, they get some information on you. You know, you get antsy and stuff and want to send out copyright strikes to everybody so they won't talk about your situation. How you got trapped up by some dang back broad out here. Or some nigga, or you can't hold your liquor or something, or you have no control over your sexual urge, whatever the case may be. I think it's the same thing with Roland Martin. Now I'm hearing Roland Martin, you know, He said anybody that showed the video and stuff, and they gonna get hit and get the get sued. Nobody gonna sue. We gonna sue 1,000. You know how many motherfuckers that don't like this motherfucker? Motherfuckers just waiting for what Tasha K gonna come out with Monday. They ain't putting nothing out yet. We want to see what's up. We toast. That suit shit ain't gonna work on us. And Tasha K already told you already. Look, I beat $4 million lawsuit. How the fuck you gonna fucking get out of here, nigga? Peon. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue, folks.
Give a courtesy call to any and everybody when I receive anything that is damaging to or could be damaging to their careers. I don't have to do that because I'm not a journalist. See, a journalist has to do that. Yep. I'm Tasha K. Live from the porch, from the bedroom. Baby, we run a different ball game up over here. Now, we're not in the business to, slander you or defame you or make up things about you, but we can run our story the way we want to run our story because I don't pay into no journalism society. I don't pay to be on the list. I don't subscribe to that. All right. So yes, this is the guy that talks about politics. So I got a call from a friend. Okay. Uh-oh. He's another blogger. And he said, Auntie Tasha. I said, what's up, baby? Uh-oh. What's up with you? I said, what's up with you? He said,
when you put the shades on, it's some bullshit. Some bullshit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I just got some. You need to see this. I said, well, give it to me, baby. Give it to me. And I'm not going to say his name because I already know how they like to play with, dissemination of porn. No, that's not what's going on here, okay? That man didn't disseminate no porn. That's not what happened. The girl who shot the porn of Roland Martin in her house, in her bedroom, that's who you need to sue. That's who you need to sue. But we're going to talk about that on Monday, okay?
He was shooting porn. The bitch was shooting porn with this nigga. This nigga, I told you, man. Hey, remember when he came out? He was looking at men online, not women, but men, not trans women. Okay, they look like women, so he's still looking at women. Some people could justify that. We were looking at straight men, beards, hairy chests, bad breath, whatever, muscles. You grabbing on him, he grabbing on you. You remember that? He tried to cover that shit up. Oh, it was a mistake. Oh, that was Jason Whitlock. That probably was Jason Whitlock. I don't know. They both probably doing some bullshit. Wait. Let's continue. Let's continue.
We'll unwind it just a little bit more on Monday. I'm not going to drink wine this early because, I don't want the water retention this early. I don't want my back to be sitting up like this because, that water weight. But we will discuss everything in specific on Monday. But I got a message from a fellow blogger friend of mine. I said, well, let me see what you want to say. And I was like, this is disgusting. So my management team used to work with him. So I thought they still worked together. I wasn't I didn't know that they had parted ways or whatnot. And so I said, hey, just like when I got the ticker information, anybody I get, John Gray, when I got the videos of him, you know what I'm saying, playing with his clit for some crab legs. Yes, John Gray has a clit. Yes.
Okay. I don't know about what man got a clit. He's a man walking around here with a clit. or he was born with that, you know. I mean, because that does happen. I mean. I guess. All right, let's go. I don't know about that, man. I missed it. I must have missed that one there. Okay. Let's go.
And he was rubbing it.
Jeez.
He was rubbing it. Whatever you call that, I don't know. It's none of my business. His wife loves it. Not my man. Not mine. Now, and so I said, hey, they was like, well, do you really need to tell him? I said, yeah, he needs to know that this is coming out. You know, so they caught him. It was like midnight last night. They caught him, and yeah, he didn't deny. We just got word back. He said that he's aware of it. The videos are somewhat old, and he's being extorted.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Now, they're real. That's why they extorting your ass. So, it's all over for him. It's over for him. Now, he was supposed to be a, God-fearing man, this and that third, talking about everybody else. Oh, they gonna have a feel with it. They already, the troops are already massing already. You know, Tim Black, he did a video about it. George Macon did a video about it. A few other guys I don't know did about it. They probably in the T sector. They did a video about it already, so it's starting to move. Now, Ticket TV didn't do nothing about it. He probably waiting until Tasha K finish. Put this out on Monday, and then once it's over, he gonna go people gonna go ham on this nigga. They don't like this nigga, roly poly. I'm sure that Tariq Nasheed is gonna top it off with a cherry and knock the nigga into next Tuesday and shit. Let's go.
I got into a car accident and
shout out to Tasha K.
Roland Martin is being extorted. Okay, girl. Okay.
So if he's being extorted, that means that you didn't pay the extortion fee, so you let this come out. Bitch got mad at you. Then you try to break it off with her, or she figured she wants some money and she just got tired of you playing with your roly-poly ass. Literally. Let's go.
His lawyer is supposed to call me. I'm waiting on his lawyer to call me because they're sending off threats. I was like, you don't know who you talking to, do you?
No, that ain't gonna work.
You don't know who you talking.
I don't know why they even try to do that shit with threats. What? Oh, they ain't gonna do fucking shit. They can't do nothing. This is social media, fool. You're on a chopping block, you're on a chopping block. It is what it is. It can happen to all of us. Build a big following and shit, and you get on a chopping block and you trying to block that shit, it ain't gonna work. You might get one, but the next one is going to be the one that's going to throw you into the hole. You can't sit there and talk about other people. That's still the problem I have with Star is that, you're on social media. It's your time to be on a chopping block. It is what it is. You got to deal with it. You can't just sit there and threaten people and stuff, because you get kicked off of YouTube if you got fake copyright strikes on motherfuckers and shit like that, and they're not real. Just because they reporting on a story and some shit, bullshit. You can't do that. Because I know if it happened to me, I'm going to report it to YouTube. Fake copyright strike. Fuck that. I'm just saying. Like I said, it could happen to all of us. Anybody else? You want to try? You got to deal with it. You just got to deal with it. Him threatening sumo, you can't do nothing. Remember, you got enemies on here. Roland Martin don't understand that you got enemies on here. The motherfuckers don't like your ass. They want you off of here because you want some cool shit. You say some real disparaging shit. And then, you're a non-FBA at that too, and talking shit about FBA motherfuckers. Oh no. Oh, well, we just motherfuckers just waiting for this shit to come out Monday. Fuck you. We get the pictures and stuff. Put pictures up. Fuck them. Fuck this motherfucker. We can sue. Sue what? We be paying that lawyer $5,000, $500,000 a month to try to get motherfuckers to take that shit down. I ain't gonna take that shit down. You just told her, Tasha K, that I didn't deny it. It's real. It's part of the game. I'm just saying this shit now before. He's fucked up. He need to go anyway. I ain't like Roland Martin and shit. A lot of people don't like that fucker. Democratic Shield, get that fucker out of here.
You don't get to threaten me. The only person that gets to threaten me is federal judges. You got to go put the money on the federal judge. You got to do that. Your voice carries no weight around here. You got to go get that. Boom! Boom! Stand down. Do you understand? Hold on for a second. Hey, baby, what's going on? Hey, what's up? Huh? Well, I'm on a lot. Can you give me 30 minutes before you leave? All right, cool. All right, babysitting duties. All right, so sorry about that. That was my husband. Now, so I'm waiting on his lawyer to call me because I want to know what we're going to discuss. What are we going to discuss? Because we are going to discuss Roland Martin on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, we are discussing it all. The girl, the woman, the wife. A lot of y'all don't even know he married. Bro, in black community this and the black community that, and people holding down the black community and black community. Oh my God, power to the black community, power to the black family. We need more black fathers. We need more strong black husbands. We got Roland Martin, baby. We're going to be letting Roland Martin roll through the unwind with Tasha K, and we got some questions to ask. Now, my agency is like, you should have Roland on. I should have Roland on. If Roland want to come and answer these questions, absolutely, we can have Roland Martin on. We can. And then he's probably going to do an interview and then go play victim like how Amanda Seales is playing victim, like she didn't know who Tasha K was. Girl, bye. Everybody knows.
Amanda Seales kind of, I don't know, man. She's another one that's calling this Democrat Shield stuff. I don't know. It's kind of played itself out in some ways. But anyway, let's go.
Knows who the Tasha K is. The Tasha K is. It's not me. It's a brand. It's a movement. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's more than a person. You know what this is. Well, don't sit up and try to act like a light-skinned pro-black victim now. The dark-skinned aggressive black woman you had no clue as to who you were sitting down with.
Yeah, but I think that they was. Yeah, man, she could have been playing that light skin, dark skin economy shit. Yeah. A little Tasha K gonna win on this one. But anyway, let's continue, folks.
Now you feel you were set up, and had I would have known Tasha K was talking like that about me, I wouldn't have went. And you guys don't understand. Amanda Seales made a video saying that she was.
Hey, Spirit of Justice, I don't know if this this nigga's really this nigga is really in trouble if his wife was doing the pagan shit on him. Oh, hell no. Oops. What the hell? Uh-oh. I lost it. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh, we back. We got it back.
Have you ever wanted to see your...
We got it back. Okay. No, if you got me wilding out now, and I had to mess up the video shit because that was. Hey man, if that's true, if this nigga was sitting in there getting goddamn paid in the video, and we know another motherfucker on here that already admitted that he's getting paid by his wife. That's Sharon Bracey. So I mean, we don't know about the other motherfuckers out here. They might be getting paid by the wife. Jeez. But anyway, let's go.
My mental, if I hadn't been working on my mental, my stretching, all that stuff, I would have been gone a long time ago. She's playing that light skin, I'm damsel in distress. They are attacking me, and I did not attack her in that interview. I couldn't even get a word in, bro. I couldn't even get a word. I asked one question, she flew off the handle. Are you an angry black woman? Are you an angry black woman? So, yeah, they always play victim. I just like real people. Shout out to Cups of Conversation. I just like real people that ain't got shit to hide. Let's talk about it. We grown. Y'all like my booty played with. And who don't like their butt played with? If Roland come on my show saying that, then we can have a dialogue.
He's not gonna say that shit. He's not gonna say that he's like getting paid and shit. He like, the bitch put a dildo up with his ass and shit like that. He ain't gonna say that shit. This nigga ain't gonna say that shit. But if the video show that shit, then he's fucked. He's fucked out here. He's fucked out here in the streets. All that shit you've been talking and shit, and you've been doing all this alternative sex shit out here. Talking about that's wrong and shit. That's not the Christian way and all that shit. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Shit, you beyond. You ain't no Christian. Fuck that. A lot of Christians do that shit anyway. Shit, even they say Christians they be doing that shit. They the worst ones. God damn. Let's go.
have a dialogue. So, but we got a lot to unwind on Monday. I just kind of want you guys to be there. Sorry I wasn't there yesterday. I just had some family business to take care of, but you know, it is what it is, okay? We got a lot of stuff we're going to be unwinding next week, okay? That is probably going to, you know, either piss you off or have you going, you know, this is a really, 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 really good week. You know, we got archives stacked up, you know. So I'm going to be making some slight changes to our show. I'm excited about the changes. We're going to be going a lot deeper in topics instead of me moving through 5, 7, 8 topics a show. We're going to spend a little bit more time on these topics. We're going to pull a lot more research. I'm going to put a lot more things out that I don't normally put out, that I used to put out back in the day when I would do these extensive kind of deep unwinds, you know, to really kind of go through beginning, middle, end, and not just, you know, what I'm doing now, just say the story and do like a, you know, a quick punchline and I'm out. No. We finna get back to old school stuff. I miss those days. Jasmine is excited too. I hope you guys are excited. Okay. I hope you guys are excited because you're gonna have fun and you're gonna be more a part of the show. So you're not gonna just be the chat. You're going to actually be able to call in like old school talk shows. You're going to be able to talk to all of my guests. You're going to be able to talk to me. It's not going to just be spectator from the.
Okay, let me hold on. Let me go over here real quick. Let me see what Monday is over in the South. Okay, what time is that Pacific time? So she's in Florida. I hit the South and this motherfucker put South Korea. I just said Florida. Why didn't it's 8, so that's 3 hours. So she said she's gonna be on there at 3 o'clock. So that's 6 o'clock my time. So 3 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock her time. Maybe be 12. Right? 12? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 12. So I'll be there. That's good. That's midday for me. It's gonna be wild. Let's go.
Comments and no one hears you. Everyone will hear what you got to say. Everyone will be able to respond to it, okay?
If you want to sand drywall like a pro, you got to use what the pro.
The wino is, and they don't want to think. They think the wino is just a wino. No. A wino is a grown, elegant, conservative woman or man that just like just a tad bit of mess, not too much in their house, but they like to go outside and see what the hell their neighbors is arguing about. But you don't take that shit back in your house. You use it as a mechanism to learn and be better, and to growth from the situation. Just a tad bit of messy, okay? We ain't down there hanging in no projects all day. That's not us. And we've spent too many years doing that, winos. We spent too many years.
Okay,
I wasn't raised down there. I can't fight.
Okay, let me move it over.
It's terrible. Not Usher had an outbreak on tour. What do you expect? His immune system is down.
Okay, now I'm talking about Usher. Apparently Usher had a concert. He had this girl up on here. and he brought up on stage. Apparently, remember Usher's on tour with Chris Brown, so it was Chris Brown and Usher. I don't know who's first. Maybe I think he's first. Then Chris Brown. But anyway, next, I mean, he closed the show out. But apparently, the girl kind of shunned Usher when he got on the stage because she wasn't told. They told her she was gonna be on stage with one of the guys. I guess she must have assumed it was gonna be Chris Brown. Now people was roasting her while she pulled away from him when he started trying to kiss her and all that stuff like that. And he got mad. She got mad and just waved her away and shit like that. Now the girl came out in a video and said that I don't like Usher like that. I thought I was gonna get on stage with Chris Brown. If Chris Brown, it would have been a different case. Oh, I would have let him do this and that. I came there to see Chris Brown. So you can't fault her for saying that I don't like him. I like this guy. They going after her. Why you do that to Usher? Because she didn't like the motherfucker. I keep trying to tell you it's about if the bitch like you or not. Got all this money. She didn't like him. She wanted Chris Brown. A lot of them brothers at that show probably weren't going to see Chris Brown. I'm sure there was a lot of women that didn't want to see Usher, but they wanted to see Chris Brown. I'm sorry. It's what it is. Chris Brown will get $1,000, $2,000 a pop from all these girls with the meet and greet shit. Still make grip of money. They want Chris Brown. She said in the video, it would have been a different reaction if that was Chris Brown. Oh, hell yeah, it would have been a different reaction. She didn't want Usher. This is what happens when you do, headline tours with certain artists. Certain artists can get all the women to come towards him, but other ones get less. If you know that it's sex symbol, maybe you need to just do it by yourself or do it with someone lesser than you. I'm just saying. I know I went off track, but I had to talk about that. That's supposed to be separate. I might still do a video about that, but in this case, it's what the women like. They like Chris Brown over Usher. It is what it is.
Okay, Usher have been doing all that dancing, all that sweating under them UV lights and shit going on. Of course something is bound to break out. Whether it's a fight, it could be anything that decides to break out. I got a breakout right here.
I see.
Stress will do that.
I see that breakout.
Hey,
we see that breakout.
But as long as he stays on his medication, if he has any sort of medication, treating anything, like I said, I know about that situation because my friend sued him and won, settled. I can't tell you the details of the settlement because I don't want to revoke her settlement, but she got some money from Usher. That's a fact. That's a fact. Y'all know how Tasha K.
So Usher got that package. That's probably why nobody don't want to fuck with. That's probably one reason why they don't want to fuck with it. Chris Brown don't got that, but he got that. She probably didn't want to fuck with him either. Cause hey, man, you got that shit, man.
I've been bougie. I don't know why y'all just figuring that out. I've always been bougie. Okay, but because I never got a chance to hang in the projects, it was fun down here. It was fun, but I had to get back to where the voters are. People down in the projects, they don't vote. They don't care. They don't know that they're senators or soliciting young black men. I just talked to a young.
So now when Tasha K was hanging out in the projects, yeah. For what? Oh, well, I could probably figure why she was hanging down there. But that's another video. That's another video. But hanging in the projects is after a while you find it not to be fun. Trust me, I know. Let's go. Let's continue.
Young black man and a very prominent senator from a very prominent city took advantage of him. I just finished up his interview, so I'm working on Saturdays, and we're gonna unwind that next week too. We got a lot to unwind. That's where we belong. We belong trying to figure out who are these people that is passing our laws, creating our tax.
Okay, let me move.
I thought maybe I could educate, but they don't listen. They still want to be down there. They don't want to come up here with us. And today is August.
Check this out. I'm going to show you.
You can't do it with the projects, man. And some of these dudes in the black manosphere, they don't know how to convey it to you right. You know, you got to be down there and see it for yourself. It ain't gonna happen. They'll drag you down there. They'll drag you down, make you want to be part of them. And then when people start looking at you sideways, looking like you scum, you all, oh no man, I can't do this. I gotta get up out of here, man. Fuck that. But anyway, let's continue.
Remember, I told y'all August 1st through 5th, our tickets are going to be half off.
Okay, let me do
Get
this.
your city and laugh, okay? An elevation, a transcending to give y'all that extra 5 days, okay? So the tickets are half off, 20. Of course, we have the entire show.
I'm trying to move forward.
Y'all finna get it. We're gonna have a good time on this tour. Oh, yes, we are. Okay? You say everybody's jealous of Roland because he be on it. Oh, okay. We're gonna see who's jealous of him when we talk about this shit on Monday. Okay? Hey, Roland Martin fans. How y'all doing? We're glad to have you as winos. Okay, pull up a chair, get you a glass of wine. Okay, and we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll him over like that woman did.
Damn.
In those videos.
Ooh.
That wasn't his wife.
Oh shit. Look what she said.
Okay.
I'm gonna end it right there, man. They got rolled by a bitch. It wasn't his wife. Rolled over a beach whale. Oh, Roland, you in trouble, nigga. And what's crazy is that Tasha K is giving him time to actually sort this shit out. Or try to, I don't know. But give him heads up. It ain't gonna help. It's not gonna help. It's coming out. You can't do that with her. And all that suing, ain't nobody gonna. You think people was gonna be scared of Roland Martin talking about I'm sending lawyers? Fuck you. You ain't got that much power. You on a chopping block, nigga. When those videos come out, when those pictures actually show up on YouTube or somewhere, that's it. Everybody's gonna be playing that shit. You fucked out. Especially when motherfuckers don't like you. Shit. We're gonna make sure that the Democrat Party don't use you for nothing. Nothing after this shit. But anyway, hold on, folks. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, folks. Last thing I want to talk about is Nolan Wells update. Nolan Wells update. So from this week, we know that the autopsy, the medical examiner autopsy is finished. It's completed. That's it. Now the thing is it's going to get sent to the grand jury so they can look at the findings and see if they have a case to send it to trial. If not, then they're gonna probably come out and say, the question is that how long this is gonna take. Now, from what I was researching, it could take up to 2-3 weeks. The grand jury could look at this, but I don't think it's gonna take that long. We don't know. We might get some back Monday. Would it be crazy? We get that report back there, and then we get Tasha K with Roland Martin, and we get some other shit with the war. Oh, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild week. We might get all this information back in a week, but they might be dragged out. Now, if it's something that the autopsy reveals that he was murdered, or the toxicology report, because they're doing a toxicology report too, again, that's been finished too. So we're gonna actually see how he actually died. If he died of liquor, died of cocaine, like Officer Tatum, and he's putting his actual career online for saying that people out here in Mississippi that was connected to Roland Martin, the white people, that is, not the black people, white people, is that he was high on cocaine before he died, and that's the reason why he died. I hope he stand on it, because if it comes back that he didn't die of any type of drugs, hard drugs, his career is over, man. I don't see how him getting out of this. And you can sit there and believe these white folks because they're gonna say anything to get out of a fucking jam. They're gonna say anything to get out of, have to go to court or something like that, or get charged up with a murder. They're gonna say anything, and you believe the motherfucker, or black people saying, "Hey man, something's wrong with this." He's a coon. And so you got a lot of coons on here, but a lot of coons are getting exposed now. All of them is getting exposed now. And what's crazy is that these white folk come out here telling them, we don't need your service no more. We don't need the coon service no more. And they got a dumbfounded look on their face when the white cats come at them. Same white cats that, that was his friends, was laughing and giggling with them when they was talking about black people all the time. Now they don't need you because of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk said, we don't need those niggas. We can say what we want to say. In 1950, that's probably why he got killed. We're not trying to go backwards. We're trying to go forwards. Some people say, no, we can't have this. We got to get rid of this fool. And then when he didn't take no money from us, it's all right. He could say all that shit about black people. We don't care. But when you didn't want to fuck with Israel, you didn't want to take no money back from us no more, and you was about to go with cannons on and expose us, oh hell no, we gotta get rid of your ass. Because you just want to bring the people over to your side. Cannons Owen wasn't. She's somewhat a coon too. But she kind of, you could say, departed from that part of her career, being actually full-fledged coon. She more on Israel ass nowadays, and trying to find out who really killed Charlie Kirk, which she say is the Israelis. Jeez. But this autopsy can take up to quite a bit of time. And it could be just like they just want to just hope that it goes away. I'm sure that the medical examiners told certain key people in Mississippi political hierarchy, you could say, about the results. So if they say that it's a murder or whatever, I'm sure that certain people is going to get hit. That boat operator, I'm saying right now, might be one that might hit and get hit. Now with this audio, I don't know, folks. I can't hear. Now they saying the audio was doxed, was altered. The audio that you hear, it came from the lawyers or whatever, the investigators or whatever, the police. That was altered, and they said this other one, somebody took all the music out, but still, you can't hear shit. I don't care what the other YouTubers say on here. It's not definite. We want to hear clear. Nolan, is he dead? It's like, you hear me. He's not breathing. Oh my God. I want to hear. You want to hear it like that. If you can't hear it like that, it's still garbled. I don't like that. So you can't put faith in that shit. Oh, I took it to another few coming out saying, I'm a forensic expert, audio forensic expert. You still got the same, you ain't did nothing. I heard their version. I supposed to be thinking it to be clear as hell. It ain't clear. They lying just to get motherfucking views. Just to get views. Now the question is this: was this an accident? Are they going to deem it as an accident? Did the finance produce an accident? It's going to the grand jury. The grand jury can take error. They can just tell the grand jury to just take as much time you want. Go through this shit. Or they might just come out, like I said, next week and tell you this and that and third. I think if they're going to say no trial, it was an accident, they're going to come out quick. If it's not, it might take a little time. Now, I heard that the parents and Crump office got the results. Now, they saying they didn't. So, what is that saying? What is that saying? They just want to milk this shit, get more money, keep people in suspense. So the Crump and the parents, they on some bullshit. If they doing that, I'm just saying. But right now, it's up to the grand jury. Them looking at the evidence, seeing that it's worth a trial. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Once it goes to the grand jury and the grand jury say that we don't have enough to produce a trial, motherfucker gonna get mad for a minute, but then Ben Crump and all them is gonna leave it alone. Because there's no money in it after that when they come out. Being suspenseful, having people in suspense, yeah, you can make money off that, but you can't make no money off of it when they just come out and say, hey man, there's not enough evidence. They say that it was an accident. They did the analysis on the throat, and the throat said there was no water or no swollen or no swelling or whatever the case in his throat. Question is that why they take his throat out? If that was the case, but they saying that was procedure when it do for drowning. I don't know about doing autopsies and stuff like that. Goddamn, you got to take the throat out to examine the throat. Unless there was a murder. Maybe they took the throat out because it was actually a murder. But I don't know. I'm thinking, to me, that Officer Tatum is going to be in some trouble. Because if they don't find no drugs in the system, he's fucked. He's fucked. That's it. That's it for him. I mean, you sit there and believe these white people over your people. When people are saying that, man, this ain't got to do with no drugs. You assuming that he took hard drugs. You don't know that for a fact. And those kids will say anything to get off. They probably was taking some goddamn cocaine and shit like that. But maybe he wasn't. But again, if it comes back that he was cocaine in the system, then oh, a lot of people gonna be mad because Officer Tatum was right. I don't know how y'all gonna deal with that. I don't know how y'all gonna deal with that if Officer Tatum was right that he was on drugs and his drugs had something to do with his death. I don't know how y'all niggas gonna deal with that. Coon motherfucker was right about the situation. I'm just saying. But it's gonna be very interesting. But for me, I don't think they're gonna drag it out this far because they want to get this over with. I don't think they're gonna drag out 2-3 months if it's a murder thing. If it's a murder, they gonna hit that boat operator. I'm sure that boat operator is in trouble because he was responsible for the kids coming and going and while on the boat. And you know that when the 911 operator asked him, do you want to call the Coast Guard? He said, hell fucking no. Shit. That's like the law on the water. You know, you Coast Guard is gonna go on a boat and look at the boat and search the boat. You can't call the Coast Guard. It's gonna be, well, wait a minute, what's all these kids doing on here? They drink. What if they found cocoa there? That's it. They'll take all that. Hey man, that motherfucker be fucked up. That's why he said, no, Coast Guard. No. Don't call the Coast Guard. Coast Guard ain't no joke, dog. And they both is fast too. They can catch most anything. It's like trying to outrun a destroyer. Get the fuck out of here. It ain't gonna happen. And if you don't stop, they'll shoot your ass. Blow your ass right out of the water. They don't want to call the Coast Guard. So something was going on the boat where the boat operator did not want to call the Coast Guard. He just wanted to call the this tow company that his grandfather used all the time. This is some wild shit, folks. Wild shit. This case is wild. And it's not even near finished yet, man. This is crazy, man. So, folks, it's 6 o'clock here. I'm going to get off of here. I had to talk about this. I had to get on, my internet was off because of the heat and stuff like that for a minute. I'm back on, but I had to come on here. Now, support the channel now. Come on now. Really support the channel, Give me a like. Give me a sub. Give me a view. I appreciate that. Become a member. Because this video, I don't know, it might go with the members. I might keep it up. I don't know. If it doesn't pass a certain amount of views, I send it to the members. If it goes past a certain amount of views, I keep it on so y'all can see it. That's what I do now. Because, sometimes I say some stuff that is not for YouTube. Stop. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to get out of here, and he opened start crying about this and that and third. This cat, man, it's killed me. But Snow is old and stuff, and it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, man, Nolan Well case of the century. Now, I really think that they want something really to happen from this case. Riots, uprising, race war, all this shit. But it's not happening. The devils can't make it happen. And all this is going to be used in the midterms. And it looks like Trump is finished, man, out here, man. Even though he can't get elected, that bullshit of talking about he's going to get a third term, that's bullshit. I don't see how that's going to happen. Not if your generals are turning on you, telling you, you can't do that. You can't do this. You can't use a nuke just to hit some mountain range that we don't even know if it has anything in it or underneath it. Sorry, you can't do that. You fire a nuke, everybody else is going to do it. Just because. And this war is ruining the American economy. It's on a tipping point. The American economy is on a tipping point. Gas is on a tipping point. We right there on the edge right now. Right now. We don't have no munitions. We can't even give people extra munitions because we don't have it in our stockpile. We don't have enough we don't really have enough troops to actually invade nobody. Back 10, 15 years ago, you did. With a Rant, with Iraq, Afghanistan, you did. You had 100,000, 200, 300,000. You don't got that shit now. Because America, we got too complacent. You let Israel get in there and take over. You listen to Israel. Israel don't care about America. All they want to do is expand greater Israel and get your military technology so they can use it for themselves, so they won't have to use you and ask you for no weapons. But it's all going to backfire for them. And I'm going to tell you about Ukraine. Ukraine is going to have to make a deal with Russia. And that's what's going to happen. Because without help with the United States, it's going to surely fall. That's the only reason why it kept fighting for the last 4 years. We've been giving money to them to fight their war. We shouldn't. We shouldn't have fought that war in the first place. War should never started in the first fucking place. And maybe you could blame Biden for that. Thought you can, break Russia through fighting a proxy war. It didn't happen. It's breaking us now. Fucked. Get out, reorganize. It is what it is. That's what the United States need to do. Get out, reorganize. Get these idiots out of office got in here because they don't know what the fuck Trump don't know what he was. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm out of here. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate it. Until next time, I see you guys on the other side. All right, hold on. Let me get this.